Hello everyone. Welcome to Developer Stream number 15, and we are back with a progressively spookier week. See, every week this month has gotten spookier. I promised you it would. It is the 13th week of the closed beta. 13, definitely a very spooky, unlucky number, so even that is on brand. I'm all about it. It's great. We've got a lot of really great stuff to go over today, but first, I want to let everybody know who might be watching that we will not be giving away keys on stream today because you can get a key anytime. I will show you how to do that in just a moment, but in general, no emails will be sent out, so no need to check. Basically, there will be a link available on our Facebook and on our Twitter, and it takes you to a Gleam campaign where you can redeem a key and enter it on Steam just like you normally would. So yeah, go grab one and download the game in the background while you're watching the dev stream, and usually at the end we have time, we all play together. It's definitely a great opportunity to hop in, so do it. All right, let's get into some of our announcements and kind of talk about what's new here. So this week we are on, what day is it here? We're on the 17th. So the last few weeks we've started debuting some kind of Halloween or Deep Night themed items. The Deep Night is kind of, it's not exactly like Halloween, but think of it as a Halloween-like season, right? Appropriate to the Heartlands. So I can't spoil, again, I can't say too much about it, but it has that same kind of creepy autumn feeling to it. And so we've got some Deep Night skins that were available as of last week. A lot of the Deep Night stuff is spider themed, so arachnophobes beware. But we had new skins, attachments, things like that. And we also had some of these Halloween skins. So while the Deep Night itself might not be literally Halloween, we still wanted you to be able to celebrate Halloween. And so we have Halloween skins and also a trick-or-treat set that we released last week, and that's just an attachment set where it always looks like you're ready to go grab some candy. It's even better if you combine it with the skins, so good all around there. But this week, we have Gravestones. Right now, when you die, everyone kind of gets a default gravestone. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just plain. So now you can upgrade that, and your gravestone can be really cool too. So these 8 gravestones that are shown here, all of these can be purchased with Electrum, and all of the Deep Night gravestones, which I'll be able to show you once we get in game, they aren't pictured here. There's 3 of them. Those can only be crafted. So that is a limited time only kind of deal. Definitely get in there and craft them if you can, and that's something that I'm actually going to be doing on stream today, so that will be cool. And we also have these mystery items. What does it mean? It's not that big of a mystery because I'm about to show you. Parts of these will be used in crafting these gravestones, so they might have more uses, maybe. We'll find out, but for now, it's all about the gravestones. Let's see. I also want to pull up the patch notes and go over just a few of the other things that we've got going on. All right. If you haven't been here before, of course, this is our Survive by forums. This is where you can find patch note info, hotfix info, and then chat with other players, so a good place to be. All right, so we added more than just gravestones to the Deep Night. I keep calling it the Dark Night. I watched Batman this past weekend, so I blame it on that. But there are new enemies, and a lot of them are also, spiders. Interesting. And you'll also notice a variety of new objects throughout the world. So when we get in there, I'm gonna give you guys a little tour. Halloween is my favorite season. This is my favorite time of the year. I go hard in the paint when I go to Target. I feel like I need to get absolutely everything and decorate the heck out of my apartment. And so that's kind of what this week was for the Heartlands. We went crazy with the decorations and it's feeling really festive in there. So excited about that. We added some new Deep Night related achievements and then those specific items which were these. Those will be used for crafting. Let's see. Oh yes, when chat is down, you'll be able to tell. There will be a pop-up, so that's nice. We did have an issue last week where chat was down. That's something that we were able to restore today. But direct messages still aren't working, so you can't slide in those DMs right now. The tower was completely restructured. Things were moved around, and most notably, I think, we still have that teleport shrine that is right outside of the tower, but now you can also access a shrine from within the tower walls. So if you want to be able to teleport straight to somewhere, but you don't want to risk getting hit by anything, you just want to be able to go straight there, you'll be able to. Like I said, that other one is still there. They're really close to each other, but from what I understand, we're looking at removing the second one, so I guess enjoy the double teleport while it lasts. It's definitely more convenient now that it's in the tower. I'm very happy about that. The community really was helpful. You guys were great for this patch because there were a lot of issues with these poison pools. I'm sure you might be aware of those, but those were rough. We had a lot of players getting hit by invisible pools, and the hitbox was kind of like a big plus or cross shape instead of being what it was supposed to be. So that is something that we have fixed. For everyone who messaged me about it, thank you. You are great, and I'm really happy that we were able to fix that. Let's see, the pop-up notifications. So we have a new kind of like event notification system. I think it might have been kind of prototyped with Sin, if I remember right, but this is like the more fancy version of it. Basically, if you don't watch these dev streams, if you don't read the forums, if you don't follow us on Facebook, if you just go straight into the game, there will be an event pop-up to make sure that you know that there's something going on. So I don't want you to leave me, but if you do, you'll still be able to see at least what's happening or be aware of it happening, which is pretty great. And as usual, we're still working on tech updates. That's something that is really important to us right now. That still is our big focus. I know with this holiday seasonal event, we've been getting festive and focusing on a lot of these deep night things kind of on the side. But in general, the content has slowed down. That's something some of you guys have brought up. We're totally aware of the things that you guys are interested in, like different enemy attack patterns, a crafting queue, things like that. And they're things that we're like working on in the background, but won't be at the forefront until we get some of this tech stuff down. So that's what we've got here. Yeah, I think that's most of it. The only other thing I want to make sure that I mention to you guys before we leave here is Ancestral Legacies are kind of borked. Most of them, a lot of them. Some of them, this is so vague, I'm sorry. There's so many of them, I can't like memorize 100 on one side and 100 on the other, but some of them are more powerful than they're supposed to be. Some of them don't work as well as they're supposed to. But don't worry, we're working on it and that will be fixed soon. So hopefully in the next day or two. But if you equip legacies to your character and it feels a little weak or a little weird, don't fret. It won't be forever. In fact, I'm hoping it really won't be very long at all. One legacy that I can tell you about for sure that we know is an issue and a lot of people have verified is follow-up. If you have follow-up equipped, as you go up the levels, we haven't been able to pin down an exact threshold of like what level it is that you hit when this happens, but as you're leveling up, basically you're going to be doing less damage, and that's bad. So you can fix it by just unequipping it and you'll be all right, but that's sort of a temporary thing. Again, we're working on it. So let's get into game. Whoop. Gotta launch that thing first. Hello, Twecker. Nice to see you. Happy to see you back. Thank you. Harbinger crit chance, damage, and follow-up. Awesome. There were a few others that people were also kind of bringing up. Oh, darn it. Okay, so this thing, if you get this is another oopsie on our part. If you read it, it's definitely some tomfoolery on the programming side. Don't worry, that is definitely our filler text. So if this pops up for you, this is something I believe we have a fix for. We just have to actually put it out there. But if you get that, what I've been able to do is you just close out of the game and you relaunch and it'll let you through. So there we go. Whoopsies. There we go, much better. This is what we asked for. And ta-da! Have you seen this? Have you seen this thing? So it actually wasn't a part of today's update, but this is our new splash screen. It is so cool looking. It is my favorite. I love it so much. Even if it didn't animate, I would be like all about this. Bye Retail, thank you for joining us while you could. Sorry you have to go back to work. But this thing is great. This is so cool. I'm so excited about it. And it's new. So if you haven't seen it before, here we are. As always, let's go check what's going on with the Zenith. So the influence of the signs, or the Zenith, as it were. I always simplify it a bit by saying that it's more of like a one-to-one type of thing with how many hard mode bosses you're killing. That isn't completely accurate. There are some fun algorithmic bits that go into this, but in general, if you're buying hard mode keys, you're going into hard mode dungeons and killing those bosses. Each one of those bosses is going to have a different buff associated with it, and oh, this one looks like it's missing an icon. Anyway, if enough of that boss is killed and it goes over this threshold, that's the buff that will go into place for the following week. It resets every week. I've heard whispers that there were some issues with hard mode dungeons, so I'm wondering if that explains what's going on over here. But last week, the good news is the Mirage Hunter is the one that was killed the most, so you're going to get an EXP bonus. That's pretty great. Level up faster, it's always good. All right, and as always, I want to make a new character. I've really been slacking on my Ancestral Legacy game. And unfortunately, I think I picked kind of a bad time to catch up because now they aren't quite working right. But I have gone and collected a bunch of brand new legacies. I've done some upgrading. Let me upgrade. It's pretty exciting stuff. So I'll finally be able to make kind of a cool build this week. Shame on me for never upgrading these things. I just have been like hoarding all of this valor and I finally just got to like spend it. It was like payday this morning. Very satisfying. So I'm gonna call, okay, what's a good character name if I'm gonna just be collecting gravestones? Maybe like Crypt Keeper? Is that too edgy? Is that fine? If it'll fit? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do that. And, alright, so spoiler alert, a lot of the legacies that I got that I'm really excited about are for the Harbinger and for the Geomancer. So, I'd really like to pick one of those two classes. I think I'm gonna grab the Harbinger just because the one that I'm most excited about. Oh, I hope it was the Harbinger cards. Maybe it was Geomancer. Oh, okay. I'm gonna pick Geomancer. We'll find out. I'll be able to find out right away if it's what I'm thinking of. So you can sort a million different ways, which is so helpful here. Oh. It was definitely for the Harbinger. That was my bad. Let's grab this guy. Excellent. Target weakness. Look at this. Woo! That is a very good ancestral legacy. Super Serial. Yes, there is a character limit. That's so confusing. You can only have so many letters and numbers. I think Crypt Keeper is pretty close to it. Yeah, I'm not... Counting is so hard. How many? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so maybe like 12 characters sounds right. I guess I've never actually counted. But there is a limit on those. So this was... My special attack is going to deal a lot of extra damage. So let's see if I can find anything that is going to add another damage bonus. Because I really want to try and get that set bonus. And... I like that this one does extra damage against beasts. That's always good. Yeah. Let's grab this one. Why not? So now we're going to get this damage bonus, and that's going to increase it by an additional 10%. That is pretty intense. This is going to be a very strong harbinger if things work out, so that'll be exciting. And let me go to my harbinger specific cards. Oh, that might be it. Oh, I bet I consumed one of them by accident. Darn it. I would like to get something else that I can put together into a set. I think that would be really nice. So I'll go back to any. Let's try and get some good cards in there. Nope. Those are for Geomancer. Okay. Now, do we see anything with matching icons? Yeah. I'm gonna grab this one because I don't want to be picking my legacies all day. We've got graves to uncover here. And that one. Looks good enough to me. I think that this one's really gonna carry the hand. I'm excited about that. And because, ooh, I like this one. Okay. I was gonna say because we're crypt keeping, I really feel like this is the right one to pick, but I like this one too. What do you guys think? Ghost or Scarecrow? Pick, please. Take away the burden of choice. Pick a skin for me, please. If I don't see... Oh, Ghost. Thank you. All right. Excellent. We're going to go with the answer. Oh no. Oh no, we have a tie. Oh, we have 2 votes for Scarecrow. Okay, we're going Scarecrow. Perfect. See, my heart said Ghost because that's thematically appropriate, but the Scarecrow is new. We like new things. Now, look at this. I can see how naughty all of you are. Is very naughty. 1,000 cheat infractions. Okay. I'm going to turn off my all-seeing eye. Don't do bad things, I'll know. Whoa, look at all these folks here. Okay, so let's take a little tour of the Heartlands first. Heartlands, the tower, sorry. That would be a long tour. So we still have this little island up here. If you guys have been here for Heartland Horrors, that is typically where we hang out. Speaking of Heartland Horrors, if I ever at one point had said, hey, the 17th is when we're going to debut that thing, you're not crazy. That is something that I was thinking about, but I hope you guys aren't mad at me because we thought of something even better to do with this Heartland Horror that's coming out, and that will be coming on Halloween. So in addition to some of our other plans that are still secrets, and on top of the Deep Night event, which will still be going on for that full week, there will also be something else, an unveiling of sorts with something else. I don't want to spoil it. I'm so bad at surprises. Like I can't keep surprises from anyone. All right, and here we go. So you'll see things are a little bit bigger. In fact, if I go down here like this, our daily challenge board used to be like right here. But now we have vendors going in a nice straight line all the way across. Sorry, we've got a quick question in there. Okay, and over here we have all of our craftsmen. They're all lined up in all of their own little tents. Our crafting vendor. We have a new friend, hooray! All right, we have the seamstress here, the keeper of records hanging out there. He's gonna be really important because the keeper of records is how you can snag one of these bad boys. So I will be going through and, oh, I should have brought more money. I'll be going through and checking out some of these in a bit, but we'll come back. And here we have a quest villager. He doesn't have anything to give us for now. Our cartographer is down here now. And ta-da! So we now have a teleport shrine inside the city walls, which you can see have really been extended quite a bit. I'm pretty happy about that. It's nice not having, I mean, now it's right there. You can see how close they are. But it's just nice not having to leave the safety of the tower, so it's good to stay comfy and safe here among our friends. Like this goat. We can't leave him. Can we name this goat? I really want this goat to have a name. Like, he's here all by himself. He looks super grouchy. I feel like he deserves a name. And, ooh, what's this? So this is pretty cool. The tower extends onto this little island over here. These are some of the newer decorations. I believe these actually came out with our hotfix. I hope I'm not crazy, but like these pumpkins and some of the gourds and things like that. But the deep night specific ones are going to be the ones that are like candles and skulls. A lot of deep night things are glowy, so like this jack-o'-lantern is a good example. This right here, I know I just said the pumpkin, but these are jack-o'-lanterns, so if it's a pumpkin with lights, these are all deep night specific decorations. And I just love how even over here in the garden we've got all these little, I guess they're squash. Yeah, those are totally squash. And pumpkins, we've got corn growing, this really cute little wagon. We can name the goat Oberon. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. All right. So I think that's a pretty good, we basically looked at all the important bits. Real quick, I'm just gonna run up here if you haven't seen this before. Again, this is kind of that island that we've been using. It's just a big open space. It's kind of like an arena of sorts, just because we want to make sure that there isn't Heartland horrors that are being spawned out into the Heartland, because before there were unassuming passerbys who would just be hanging out in the Heartland and they would get munched on by some big spooky person. All right. Now let me see. First, I'm gonna need to go to the seamstress because I can't walk around not looking cool. So I have the spider web. That's definitely deep night. Deep night vibes there. Ooh, spider legs. Ew. I guess I'll pick that one. Spider babies. Okay, we'll just go. We're going full spiders. Eek! I do not like this at all. It's so gross. It's very cool, but I just don't like spiders. Okay, now let's go over to our buddies at the craftsman. So while we were talking to the keeper of records, I was able to kind of give you guys a sneak peek of all of these different gravestones that we have, or headstones. And you can craft your own. Ta-da! These deep night ones using these special crafting ingredients that are all deep night specific. So we've got the bonfire bundle, the bundle of candles, and the amber effigy. Is this cute? I think the amber effigy is cute. I know that like an effigy is supposed to like be kind of spooky or maybe culty depending on how and where it's used, but I don't know, I think he's pretty adorable. So we'll have to craft enough of those to build the campfire, oh my gosh, the headstone. And so you can see here, these are the ingredients that we're gonna need: resin, quartz, logs, tar sand, things like this, pelt and strands. Excellent. And this, what will this be used for? Interesting. But yes, these are our Deep Night gravestones. They are pretty cool. This is like a skull with some wild hair going on here. We've got a spooky spider grave, and then just a very, I don't know, curly looking skull one. It's pretty cool. I definitely like how these look. So I'm gonna try crafting one of these while we're on here. I don't know if we'll be able to. There are a lot of materials needed. This is definitely something that we want you guys to be able to work on and kind of feel really proud that you've earned. So I will certainly do my best. But I made a general guide, and I want to add the, what's the right word? The caveat, I suppose, that this guide is not perfect. We have updated some of the names of these things, like strands, weren't originally a crafting material and things like that, but I just wanted to throw together a really quick, really rough overview of where you can get these crafting materials from. And then as soon as I have got some time, if you're interested on the forums, I am happy to kind of make a full guide for you about where you can get these different crafting materials from, just because there are so many involved for this gravestone thing. So let me pull this up really quickly. Boop. Okay, I call this, where can I find the thing? Again, these names are not perfect. We still call some things different, right? There's like hide versus raw hide and things like that. But again, generally, this is sort of where you'll be able to get these things from. So most agents, the bug-looking types of things, like the scout from the spawning nest, for example, they'll drop like resin and amber. If a beast is not a mammal, like a cobra, that will give you the materials to get like some sort of hide or a leather or something like that. Again, some of these names have been updated, bear with me. Beasts, woolen cloth, a lot of it follows just sort of logical reasoning. So something that isn't on here is like silk or strands. That's going to be from spiders, because that's, you know, thread comes from a spider. Infernals, fiery things, will give you like fire sand, obsidian, tar sand is, I believe, the correct term now. And then spirits, those are going to be plants. Those are going to give you wood, timber. And then chimera will give you quartz and metal. I will make a drop guide that is updated with our new stuff. I just wanted to be able to point you guys in the right direction with a resource I already kind of had saved on my computer, just because I thought it might be kind of helpful. But yes, so I believe, let's go back here. I believe if we're going to make, oh, where'd I go? Where? Okay. Am I crazy? Oh, there we go, okay. I really like this one. I like the fact that it's got the spider on it. I feel like it's something I should be making, considering my current accessories. So we're gonna need 4 bonfire bundles to build this thing. And we're gonna need logs and tar sand. So logs, that's gonna be the spirits again. So plants. And then tar sand, that's gonna be the infernals. So those will be like the fiery things. So let's think. Where can we find plants? I'd say The Demoscene of the Unseen is a good place. That's like our rainforest biome. I could always go there. There's also like a forest that would be pretty good. And tar sands, where can I find infernals? I would say tier 8. So I'm gonna take some vitamins real quick here on this character. And let's prepare. All right. Whew, took my vitamins. I'm now level 25. Drinking some calcium. Now, let me try and find some actually while it's nighttime. Isn't this cool? So all of these deep night items actually are lit. So if it's got a candle on it, if it's a jack-o'-lantern, they give off lights. I really think it adds a lot. I don't know what it is about just adding like a soft lighting over pixel art, but for me it's just like, whew, elevates it. It's very cool. I'm going to run. Oh, I don't even have to go out of here anymore. Darn it. Force a habit. Let's go to our brand new shrine. And the rainforest is kind of up in here. So I think I'm going to teleport. Oh, I don't have any silver. Very bad. Elite hacks. Okay. Here we are, the Demoscene of the Unseen. Ooh, the spiders really fit here, and there's plenty of creepy crawlies in the rainforest. All right, so we're gonna be really on the lookout for plants. Plants are good. And I'm gonna definitely be trying to use my special whenever I can. I mean, it's something you should do anyways, but if you guys remember from the legacy screen, that was what one of my legacies does. It provides all kinds of extra damage bonuses for my special ability. So that of course is gonna be the right click. Whoa, there's a lot of boyos out here. Help me. Okay, gotta scoop up these crafting materials. Oh, I'm getting plenty of the, was it tar sand, right? Oh. Have mercy, there's so many bad boys. I'm so used to playing in more of a group. I need to get my health back. Okay, and one more thing that we changed. If you, oh no, you don't just regain health right away anymore. You need to be out of combat or not shooting for a few seconds, and then it will start to regen. So here I am just hanging out, and we are getting our health back. Something to offset this that I should have done before leaving if I was thinking about it is you can go claim a free health and energy potion from our homegirl, the adventurer. And she's up at the tower. She's where you can buy all of your keys from. She's definitely the one to talk to there. This is a little bit more manageable here. I'll just keep ducking in and out. That's how babies play. Spoiler alert, I'm a big baby. Okay, I want to see what kind of crafting materials I'm getting from this area and just kind of check that I'm going after the right things. So raw logs, yes, perfect. So I've got a couple of those, and then we also needed tar sand. I also got a few of those, so that's good. And we'll just keep farming. Now I will get as many crafting materials as I can, but I definitely want to be able to check out some more of the other gravestones that you can equip, because that will be really cool, and I'll show you guys how you can equip it too. So while, oh, the gold mine! Give me my logs! Okay. Take me home! Oh, gotta try and get in there. Except, oh no! Oh, not even close. Oh my gosh. Alright. Good, good. So the Keeper of Records is where you're also going to be able to equip these things. So let's say I'm able to just get all of the crafting materials that I need. I have made my really, really cool Deep Night. I swear I have to like edit my brain, not the Dark Night. Deep Night gravestone. And I'm ready to equip it. Even after it's crafted, you can't equip it at the crafting vendor. You're going to need to come here, and this is where you can do it. There's so many good options. This one's so cool. Okay, this one's floaty. Yeah, we need to be floaty. So that's pretty cool. I also love that we have one that's just like a classic game controller. That's pretty great. I like this one too, the Thinker. He's just, what do you think he's thinking about? Like, what do you sit around in the Heartlands and think about? Maybe like pizza? Like, there's no way these folks are eating pizza. Like, but there was probably a better time before the invasion and this whole like catastrophic event when they probably did eat pizza. They probably all just hang out and they're like, oh man, you remember that half pepperoni, half sausage we used to get? It was so great. I know, I think about it a lot. But I think about tier 9 gear. Yeah, actually, that's probably a lot more realistic. I think I'm just hungry, which I'm just hungry and lactose intolerant. That's what's going on here. But anyways, now that I have this thing equipped, the good news is that when I die, and I say when because I know it's gonna happen, when I die, I will leave behind a really cool gravestone. See, it's not all bad. I'm so excited to see, like, excuse me, how this animates and everything. I think that'll be really neat. Let's take some of these guys out. I don't really know where I want to go. Actually, let's go try tier 8 because we know we need tar sands, so that will be a good place to go. One thing I should mention, by the way, I keep talking about going to a certain tier for a certain crafting material. You can find all of these things in each one of the tiers. So if you're only or if your character is low level and you're just hanging out in like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, that's fine, doesn't matter. You can still collect all of these things. I just find that because some of these areas thematically like have a lot of infernals in them, for example, it's just a better place to go farm those materials because there's just more of the thing that's going to drop them. And so definitely don't get disheartened if you're kind of stuck in that early area, but you really want to unlock one of these things. You can totally do it. Yeah, there we go. Some of the crafting materials we like. If you weren't here for the beginning of the stream, I just want to make sure I say it again. Keys are not being sent out today, not traditionally anyways. Normally we always send them out by email. This week, instead of sending them out by email, we are, whoa. We are going to, you can claim them. You can claim them. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, help. You can claim them by the gauntlet. Okay. Well, there I am. But I look cool! I look cool, though. You can claim them by visiting our Twitter or our Facebook. Here I am, going on about key redemption, getting murdered. Just another Wednesday. Ramaros, do we plan to make the map bigger for more, with help. With more tiers for the future? Yes. Yes, in a sense. So how we expand tier-wise, that is in creative director Ryan Jackson's brain. And I guess I could say the same for how we expand the Heartlands, but I can at least definitely say that the Heartlands will expand in some way. Even if it isn't like a physical expansion, I assume that one day it would, but even if it's not, we would add more dungeons and things like that. And I can say that with some certainty just because we, there we go. We only have one raid dungeon. If you haven't played it before, actually we can hop in there. There will be lots of infernals. Oh, I'm gonna totally lose my crafting materials. Darn it. But we only have one raid dungeon and we want more. We've had a lot of players request more of an end game. That's something that is sort of missing right now. And it's definitely something we're conscious of. Ooh. And it's going to be added over time. So I just want to make it clear that we're in beta right now, as I'm sure most of you know. But when we leave beta, that is not going to be the end of the game growing and expanding and changing. So we haven't announced when we're leaving beta yet, but when that happens, don't fret if there's a cool feature that you really wanted to see that hasn't made it in yet. All that leaving beta will mostly mean is that you won't need a key to get in, but the development is still going to keep rolling. We're still going to keep expanding all the time. We're still going to have these updates and patches and hot fixes and whatever else. So, whew, there we go. Good stuff. There's all my sad, dead characters. I will remember you. Wonderful. Let's call this one... I tried calling one Rip in Pieces once and it didn't fit. How about Ripperino? Ripperino, HH Katherine. Oh, I can't spell. Webster's dictionary is telling me I'm spelling Ripperino wrong. And let's go on the Geomancer this time. Because I remember getting together some cool, yeah. I leveled this puppy up to level 8, so pretty awesome. And I want this one. Zoop. Now I'm going to get that Geomancer set bonus, so my secondary ability is going to cost 15% less energy. That is pretty solid. And speaking of energy, let's see if I have anything. Oh. Let's see if I have kill. Ooh, that's spooky. Any damage bonus stuff that I can use? No, nothing I'm really interested in for now. I'm gonna try this one. That looks good to me. And let's see if I have anything else that deals damage. No, it's only one. No equipment. Do I want to go wild and put no equipment on my Geomancer? I don't know if I can do that. I die easily enough as it is. Oh, that's because I already have this. Silly me. It's like, where'd all my cards go? I like this one. So if you have this equipped, a single projectile can't do more than 99.2%, oddly specific, of your maximum health and damage. So essentially, if you have this equipped, you cannot get one shot or anything like that. So I need it. And we've got to celebrate the season. Ooh, running out of Electrum with the Pharaohmancer skin. Ooh, who is my mommy? Take follow-up, it's good. You can't do that to me. You can't bamboozle the Bamboozler. I know that that card does not work right now. So, once again, I know everything about you. I can see all of your cheats. Farewell, though. I will turn that off. We don't want to give away everyone's secrets. Okay. So we still have the ghost equipped here. I'm just a little bit too short to buy another one. I still really want to earn one of these. I wonder if I have any crafting materials in my vaults. That would be pretty cool. Zoop. Your vault, of course, is where you can store things, and oh my goodness, do I have nothing? I'm so poor. I totally remember I took it out and I put a bunch of them on a character and then the character died. This is why you should never spend all your savings at once, kids. Benyo, can I say more about the end game that is planned? Probably not. But not right now. As soon as we're in a place where we feel solid enough about what we want to release and what we want that to look like, then totally. But I can't say too much for now. Now, I think we should just cut right to the chase, and I wonder if I have enough to buy a Conduit of Fire key. Yes, I do. Oh, I'm so rich in bloodstone, though. Alright, let's see if anyone wants to run this raid with me. There will be a lot of tar sand there. That is all infernals for the most part. Okay. And we've got a little squad gathering. Looks like they are ready. Zoop, zoop. Follow me, friends. Zoop, zoop, zoop. All right. Going down into the world tree. Hanging out with my crazy friends. These guys don't look so good, right? It's like me if someone wakes me up too early, or me if I'm hungry and no one feeds me. I kind of start looking like that. All right, let's go into the Conduit of Fire. I've got my key. And the adventurer that we just talked to is the same place that you can get those daily free health and energy potions from. So she's definitely worth talking to. We'll wait for the squad to come through. Squad. Squad? Oh, uh-oh. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Oh no! Those guys bamboozle me? Did they not go inside? Oh, maybe they weren't level 25. No. Join me. Ah, darn. Well, we got this though, right guys? We got this. We got this. We'll solo the Conduit of Fire. I don't need friends. That's fine. It's no big deal. There's only like, oh, yep. And here we are. I died and we stayed alive for 4 minutes. Can I get an F to pay respects in the chat, please? Thank you. A round of applause for my skills. Oh my gosh. Okay. We are going to talk about what's next because that was pitiful. That was pitiful and we need to move on. Thank you. Thank you for the respects. Oh gosh. And we're zooming. So many friends here. I'm gonna name this one Press F. And I'm just gonna hop this one into the game and I will switch over to talking to you guys about what's next because I think you guys can see how those gravestones are going to work. I have confidence that you'll be able to stay alive longer than I was able to, especially with the group, and you'll be able to get more of those crafting materials and make some of your own. if you are able to craft your own, I would love to see them. So if you want to post it in our official Discord, if you didn't know, we do have one. That would be really great. I would love to see it. I believe it's linked down below. Yes, it is. So on Twitch, we've got our social section. So at the bottom, that official Discord, join us and definitely post your gravestone into there. That would be pretty cool. Let me hop back over to this one. Okay, whoop. Okay. Back to what's next. So we have the event starting next week. It's going to last for a full week. So if it's Halloween and you're looking for a way to celebrate, we are going to still have the Deep Night running through Halloween. So full week. And on top of that, we also have a couple other things planned. We haven't announced them yet, but there are 2 other things happening besides the Deep Night event on the 31st. So I know that it's Halloween. The 2 things apart from the Deep Night are going to be Halloween specific. So even if you're just able to set aside an hour of your Halloween to pop into our developer stream and join us, that would be super cool, because these are going to be one time only and then poof, it's gone types of things, which will be pretty cool. But yeah, the Deep Night itself, it starts on the 24th. Don't worry if you aren't available on the 24th, it will run for the next week. In fact, I believe one of our ancestors actually has a birthday on the 24th, is what I was told on Facebook. So happy birthday to you early. And you can join us on the 25th or on the 24th, wherever you want to celebrate. So very cool. Once again, Heartland Horrors, that was supposed to be today. It's actually going to also be moved to the 31st for one of these mystery one-time only events, so that will be exciting too. And hopping back over to our discussion page, I posted this thread last week and I would love to see more ideas. So we were talking about attachments today and some of what's new. We had that trick-or-treat attachment set. When I was running around today, I had the spooky spider set equipped. That's the Deep Night set, but spooky spiders works too. And we want more. I mean, you guys probably want more too, right? So rather than just pull ideas from our brains, we want to pull some ideas from your brains. So join us on the closed beta forums. We have this thread. It's still here. I know it started a week ago, but I'm still checking it regularly. So if you were one of the folks who did contribute, thank you. You're awesome. But yeah, I'm excited to see some of your ideas. So far, we've got things like rainbow footprints. Someone had recommended bloody footprints, very hardcore. A skull on a stick, mech wings. That was pretty cool. So I'm really excited to see more ideas from you guys. And keys. I want to bring that up just to make sure everyone knows where to go. Oh my gosh. There we go. So here is our Twitter. We are at Play Survive By. If you have a Twitter, excellent. If not, this link is also on our forums, so no worries there. And I believe we've also shared it to our Facebook. So between the 3, you guys know where it is. Oh, here's our little developer stream asset. See, we share all kinds of cute stuff like this here. And then this is what you're going to want to go to. Click this. It will bring you to this screen. It's our little Gleam campaign, and there's all kinds of different ways that you can earn your access key. So just do 2 of these things and you get a key. So I'm very excited to see all of the new folks joining the Heartlands just in time for this spooky new event. That'll be really great. And if anyone has any other questions, I'm certainly here to help out. Let's see. What are infractions? Oh yes, that's when people are cheating. If you're being naughty and using cheat codes or cheat engines for cheating, if you're a cheater. Or sometimes they can pop up just sort of randomly. So sometimes there will be things that will flag you as cheating when you're not, and so it's just a list of infractions. That's something that only GMs can see. It doesn't matter. Having a bunch of them doesn't actually necessarily mean you're a cheater. There's a lot of different things that could set it off. What's the command to boost to level 25? Well, only I can do it, but I just give myself a whole bunch of XP. Or I type in tier 9. Let's see. Are we working on the HP bug? Yeah, I saw something on the forums right before I hopped in about how I guess some HP is being capped at 80%. I wasn't experiencing that when I was playing at all, so if you could give me some info on what server you were on or why and when that was happening, just the more you can give us, the better, and then I'll go talk to some of the folks in QA about it and see if we can't get it figured out. Emeraker, I'm sorry, you can't get GM. That's just for developers and the folks over at DE as well. We might set up some kind of like guides program eventually. I think that would be really great, especially after we're out of beta. That would be awesome. Where people who are really knowledgeable about the game and patient and kind might be able to kind of hop in there and talk to especially new players and help get them situated. I think something like that would be really great. That's not something that's in there right now though, so for now only we have magic powers, unfortunately. Gun Marco, our game works mostly. The only thing that's buggy right now that is in the process of really being worked on is that big Ancestral Legacies thing. So I will keep you guys updated with the status on that, and we're hoping to get that out sooner rather than later. Let's see. Oh, some armor isn't blocking. I wonder if some of that too might, I'm not necessarily saying it is, but some of it might be related to some of the Ancestral Legacies thing. They were causing some really weird effects that you wouldn't expect. Again, like the follow-up, having that equipped would make you deal less damage, and that's kind of bizarre because that's not really how follow-up would work anyways. So we'll definitely have to keep looking into that and see what's going on there. But a good place to follow where that's happening is just going to our hotfix forum. It's in the patch notes section. There's like a bar up at the top, and you just click on the hotfix section. It'll be the most recent thing posted, and then we'll usually be able to tell you if there's something going out soon. Generally, it'll be like an hour or two before the hotfix is actually going to be able to go out, and be able to tell you what's going on in there. That's something that we also do to update the Discord on as well. So if you're in that Discord and maybe you don't check the forums that frequently, we have an announcements section where you'll be able to catch up on and all that kind of stuff. So our time is up. Thank you everyone for joining me. I'm really excited to see all of the gravestones that you guys are able to collect. I hope that you're able to gather more crafting materials than I was able to, because that was so spooky. Oh my gosh, I got melted so fast. It was so embarrassing. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited to see it. Send them in the Discord. Post them on the forums. I don't care. I'll be happy for you no matter where you put them. Thank you for the energy, Ramaros. I'm absorbing it. It's keeping me awake. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week when we have our next developer stream. And what else is happening next week? For those who are paying attention. It's kind of like being in class, right? I'm quizzing you. The Deep Night starts. That's going to be awesome. So yeah, that event's going to start on the 24th, and I will see all of you guys then. Go get your keys. Bye.